Hello and welcome to part 9 of Let's Play Carmen Sandiego's Great Chase Through Time, Disc 2, because that's right, this game came on 2 CDs.
And if that doesn't make you feel old, well, here's one for you. No Country for Old Men came out in 2007. Have fun!
Yeah. Alright, let's see what's in store for us.
How could they all be caught? The dimwits. Looks like it's time for a jailbreak, Carmen Sandiego style. A few tweaks to the chronoskimmer, and I'll be there in no time. You fools need bailing out, I see. I'll just chronoskim you past those outdated bars. Stand back. I have more history hijinks planned for us. So, back to the past we go.
Time, Detective. I've got a major bummer bulletin. Carmen Sandiego has just chrono-skimmed into Acme Jail and then back out again with her heinous horde in tow. That's right. She used our technology to pull a jailbreak. How embarrassing. Now, we've reinforced the prison with trans-temporal laser bars, so another jailbreak can't happen.
You gotta love the effort.
But of course now those crooks are back out there pilfering paraphernalia from the past. They must be recaptured. It's a good thing you're out there on the job. Right now, you're fast-forwarding to 1460, where something strange has happened in the Inca Empire's accounting. You'll have to straighten out this knotty problem. When you're visiting the center of a great empire, antiquity is the good guide you want on your side. Good luck up in the Andes, Detective, and don't get lightheaded in that mountain air.
Here we go.
Only 6 years in the future, I think. Or more.
You know, you'd think they'd serve more than just a snack on these long time flights. Antiquity here. If you're feeling woozy, it's the altitude. We're way up on top of the Andes, smack dab in the middle of the Inca Empire. The year is 1460, and that's Emperor Pachacuti Yupanqui over there, the head honcho of the Inca Empire.
May the mighty sun scorch the demon's eyeballs! Someone has stolen my quipus! All of our records lost. My empire will fall apart at the seams without them.
Whoa, he is losing it. We'd better investigate the situation.
Probably not talk to him because he's got anger issues.
I just want to see... Yeah, 6 years forward.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay, well, first of all...
Whoa, hey, that's a Carmen note! The thief was here!
Alright, so let's ask what's the problem.
My administration is in a shambles. The outer regions are already grumbling. My quipus have been stolen. Without them, I can't keep track of things in my empire. A quipu is a long strand of knotted string used to record numbers. It is very exact. I use quipus to track all important numbers related to my empire, like population counts and inventories of food.
I'm not actually sure I'm not exactly sure how the quipus work in terms of counting, because I know...
Well, the knots, I think that they had place values.
Right.
Different strings represent either different things or different values.
Yeah. I would think it would be different values, because then you could go... Well, maybe...
Yeah, it's probably a mix of both, depending on...
Probably.
But the Inca was not a small empire.
No.
You see, all surplus food made by the people is collected here in Cusco. Then, if a particular region is struck by famine, I can send them some food from my royal stockpile. But without the quipus to keep track of the supplies, I can't distribute things. Well, since the theft of the quipus, my quipu Kamayaks have been working overtime to recount everything. These royal accountants could really use some help.
This isn't exactly... This is sort of a plot hole, but it's a welcome one. How it's like, hi, we just showed up out of a portal, can we help? But then again, otherwise we would have no game, so...
Yeah.
Go to the storerooms and speak to my head Kipu Kamayak. He will tell you what to do.
Excuse me, Incan religion.
Yeah. So let's just... Who are you?
I am the great Pachacuti, 9th ruler of the Inca Empire and descendant of the gods.
Then again, I could be wrong.
Well, we could debate that point all day. But I'll tell you this. I'm the greatest Inca leader ever. My armies have conquered lands to the north and the south. My empire now includes over 12 million people.
The Incan Empire was Peru, Ecuador, Bolivia, parts of Chile, and parts of Colombia?
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, first I rebuilt Cusco here, the capital of the empire. Then I really got busy. Channeling rivers, building agricultural terraces, inventing state religions, those sort of things. I pride myself on an efficient empire.
Yeah. That's putting it mildly.
Yep.
I see you are admiring my magnificent terraces. They're part of a complex irrigation system I've just introduced. It's all part of my plan to make the land more fertile here in the Cusco Valley.
That's...
He did a fantastic job of it, too.
Well, I don't think he invented the terraces, but the terraces are amazing.
Oh god, yes.
Because if you think about it, like in civilization or other civilization, you can't farm on mountains, but
Right.
they did.
I love the thin air in the Andes. Whew. Believe it or not, we're standing more than 2 miles above sea level right now.
Yeah.
I never saw that gag. All right.
Goodbye, and remember, millions of my hungry citizens are counting on you.
Actually,
I guess it's
God.
not easy ruling over 12 million hungry people. Talk about job stress.
I was actually think about it. Okay, we don't know where Acme headquarters is.
San Francisco.
San Francisco. Okay, so what's the altitude of San Francisco?
It's
General.
sea level.
Sea level.
It's on the bay.
So they're going from sea level to 2 miles up.
Well, we're in a time portal,
Okay,
so
good point.
These nuts are wearing me out. We'll never recount the supplies in time. Yes, I'm the head Kipu Kamayok. I'm in charge of all the Kipus and all the counting. I count everything. Not only the number of citizens, but every item in our storerooms. I get so stressed sometimes I have to count llamas before I can fall asleep at night.
llamas, by the way, are the only domesticatable animal native to the Americas.
Huh, interesting.
Which is a major factor why Europe got the way it did and the Native Americans
Did not.
were exactly.
After the theft, I'm trying to recount all the goods in the storeroom. We have corn, potatoes, and cotton here. But how much of each? I'm just not sure.
So it's weird because once we find the thief, we can get the Kipus back. So we're gonna help them get replacement Kipus, and then we're gonna go get the Kipus.
Nah, whatever.
It's a Kipu.
Yeah.
I have to knot hundreds of them to replace the ones that were stolen.
I guess we're sort of just doing immediate stability.
Each of the knots has a number value, as does each color of string. By tying different knots on different colored strings, I can record exact numbers. Like the number of llamas in the Empire, for example.
Okay, so they do use different strings for values. Probably one Kipu is
Yeah.
I'm sure they have more intricate than that for exact numbers.
Well, I was trained to do this in school, but it's not too hard. It's all in the fingers, really.
It's kind of like it's kind of like an abacus.
Yes.
Very way.
I'm sorry about this.
Easy.
Yeah. it's
See those storerooms? Please count everything inside each one. Then mark down the number by putting corn kernels on the nearest counting frame.
Okay, so
Sure. By putting corn kernels in the empty spaces on the counting frame, you'll record specific numbers. Here's a big handful for you.
thank you very much. Alright, so we should probably
Pachamama, I cannot give you any more of my time. I'm sure you'll figure it out.
What is a counting frame?
The counting frame is a stone tablet divided into a grid. By filling in some of the boxes, you can record numbers.
but it's not as permanent as the people.
No, of course not. Gee, can we go over here?
Watch your step on the rope bridge. It's a long way down.
Yeah.
Oh.
Llamas!
Yeah, I'll leave that note there for now, because I don't think we're supposed to get here yet. Let's just do this.
Okay, we'll do it.
Okay, wait here. I'll run a quick count. I counted 1,574 ears of corn piled in there. I know. I'm a really fast counter.
Okay,
It's a gift.
1574.
Yep, alright.
Okay, let's use that counting frame.
Use the counting frame to mark down the number of corn cobs in the storeroom.
So the weird thing is,
1574.
yeah, it's you actually. This is the thousands place. This
Oh.
row. I remember that very distinctly because it was very, very annoying when I did this for the first time. Actually, I'm curious. Does it let you go more than?
There's a corn kernel there already. See it?
Interesting.
1574.
There's a corn kernel there already.
Misclicked. All right.
By your markings on the counting frame, you've indicated there are 1,574 ears of corn. That's correct. Will you do the same for the other storerooms?
How do you know that's
I
correct?
have so much
he
to
heard-
do.
Well, yeah.
For account, so he's making sure that matches that.
Okay, that makes sense.
Hang on to your hat. I'll be right back.
Ridiculously count.
3,029 potatoes. The spuds were really flying in there.
Okay.
Dun, dun, dun.
Okay, let's use that counting frame.
3,000.
Please indicate the quantity of potatoes in the storeroom on that counting frame.
2, 9. That's actually a really clever way of doing out
Yeah.
sums.
I don't know. I'm assuming the counting frame was a thing in the Inca Empire. They wouldn't just make something up.
Right.
Because if they didn't have this, we could just be nodding cube. Keep was like clicking the
Yeah.
things.
According to what you've marked on the tablet, there are 3,029 potatoes. You have done me a great service. Don't stop now.
Although I don't get why we're using these instead of nodding keepers like ourselves, like clicking.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm not.
I wonder if that might have to do with the mechanical, just the mechanical difficulty.
I'm just gonna
Because maybe much
briefly
more
look through
complicated.
here just to see if I can see the words counting frame. Tell me if you see the words. That's naval power.
No. Go back.
Lots of nods.
Steel boomers and putters.
No, I can't find
Yeah,
anything.
no.
Alright. Yeah, I'll look that up in post, maybe put an
I'll be
annotation
back in a
anything.
flash.
It's interesting.
There are 628 piles of cotton in
Okay.
there. It's a shame the Incas don't know about t-shirts.
628.
Okay,
628.
let's use that counting frame.
Please record the number of cotton plants.
Okay, so 6. 20.
I see. I just feel this is a little lost opportunity. 628.
8, yeah.
Okay. Lost opportunity to be because if this we should be doing stuff with Kikus, not this.
Right.
I see. So you say there are 628 piles of cotton.
Well,
Excellent work. You are rather handy with a counting frame. Now please go tell Pachacuti that we are finished at last with the storeroom inventories.
and so young children learn how to be management.
Hello again, my faithful
Listen, I don't
friends.
think we've ever done,
What
like,
news
dialogue.
have you?
Any to progress a mission before. At least like
Okay,
going
yeah,
back
like
to
back,
someone.
going back and talking.
Yeah. Well,
No.
no, you're right.
We've
Yeah.
done it before.
Yep.
Ah, my profound thanks for your clever counting skills. But there remains one more important task to complete. Can you help me with it?
I don't know. Probably should.
Come on.
I need to transport some food to a distant village suffering from famine. Please gather about 100 potatoes from my royal storerooms and load them on a llama. And let me know when the loading is complete so I won't worry.
Okay, so that's a burden. So it's a village. So 100 potatoes is...
Spud heaven. I grabbed exactly 115 purebred potatoes and stuffed them in this sack. We're good to go.
Very good. But before you go, please adjust the counting frame to match the reduced number of potatoes in the royal storeroom.
So we either we're gonna have to be doing math, or we can use the counting frame.
We still have 3,029 marked here. We'll need to account for the 115 potatoes we've bagged.
Okay.
Okay. So the lack of 100's place.
Is gonna go away.
Yeah. So what do you think, Zia? Should we manipulate this, or should we try to do...
Is it 3,000? What is it, 3,029?
Yes, minus 115.
So that is...
Okay, so this is going to go down to...
1 second.
14.
2,929 minus 15 is 14, so it's 2,914.
Yep, so that's the 14, and then we...
Yeah, and then put that over there, and then 1 in there.
That was actually pretty easy. So I feel like this is a real important lesson.
I see.
Because it's
So
like,
you say there are
Incas did not have numbers.
2,914 potatoes.
Perfect work, Detective. You've updated that counting frame to account for all the potatoes taken from the storeroom.
Yeah, but it shows that you don't... Like, the Incas found a way without using the exact same accounting methods as we do.
Right. And we're back to the black boxes.
There we go.
Hey, those llamas must be good luck. We found a C note.
Alright, use potatoes on llama.
Yeah,
Perfect fit. Let's head back to Pachacuti and let him know the llamas are loaded and ready.
which they are. Again.
Hello again, my faithful friends. What news have you?
Well,
No,
boxes are
no.
loaded.
Thanks to you, I now have the Empire running smoothly again. But you might be able to help me
It's interesting.
interpret
They
the
just give us-
strange symbols I found on this paper.
They just give you a piece of the note.
Holy mama llama! It's the third
Yeah, I feel
Carmen
it's a
note.
little lazy because part of it is like you have to find.
I don't mind. Okay, so...
But like that's part of the adventure. Okay, Pachacuti's tears and sweat have made his raid the greatest yet, but none of these have quite the glint of something useful in a mint. Hide beneath the tears of the moon, and there I'll come to find you soon.
Okay.
I'm activating the cuffs. Watch out, villain. Here we come.
So that means I remember this, and also I found it in the
Yeah.
Chronopedia. Tears of the Sun refers
Tears of the Sun.
silver. Blah blah blah. Come on.
We want to actually see where we're clicking. Like behind the box.
Okay, that was weird. So
that's a sack of silver.
There's silver in that bag. Silver, like gold, was commonly used by the Incas.
So yeah. So Tears of the Moon is silver.
yep, and I think like Tears of the Sun. What was it actually? It's a really cool Sweat of the Sun.
Yeah.
That's just awesome.
That.
Smart move. Silver was called Tears of the Moon by the Incas. So our thief must be hiding in that sack of silver.
Really?
Time for a high-energy high five. We've nabbed Jane Reaction.
Hi again.
You're headed back to the Acme lockup, Jane. And with its patented new laser bar security, you won't be escaping again.
You've caught up with me again, agents, but you'll never accelerate fast enough for a collision with Carmen.
Congratulations! You re-jailed Jane Reaction, recaptured the accounting quipus, and fixed food distribution for the whole Inca Empire. Thanks to you, Pachacuti's kingdom will grow far and wide. And speaking of empire builders,
Later than that.
Carmen has already pulled another time heist. Can you take the case right now?
Although it's funny because the villains were always like, "Oh, Carmen's gonna do something," and then she breaks him out, and now they're like, "Well, you're not gonna get Carmen." So it's a nice little foreshadowing.
Yeah.